Hopefully you're going to be able to hear me in a second. Gonna find out if this system works. All right. So I just want anybody that hears me to comment and let me know if you can see the screen and hear me. And we'll start shortly. All right, let me know if you can hear me and see me. Try commenting in the comment section. I'm trying to use this new system here because it's supposedly easier and I can automate a lot of things with it. So if you can hear me, go ahead and comment. All right, so I could see that everybody can see my screen. I see the comments now. I can see the comments now. So we'll start out with question and answer. So if you have any questions, please ask. I have to close this. All right, so does anybody have any questions about anything? Phil said my screen looks blurry. Yep, that's why I'm trying out this new system, because I want to see how well it works. But I do want to answer questions, so if you have questions, please ask them now, and I'll answer them. All right, so does anybody have any questions? Any questions about anything? Phil says no questions now, just working on content. Anybody else have any questions? How much content have you put on your site, Phil? Thanks for your patience while we try this new system. Today's question and answer day. Hey, welcome to the call. Rich is here. Going to make the screen big in a minute once I get some questions from everybody. So does anybody have any questions? Oh, cool. Phil said he wrote 2 articles today. That's good to hear. Let me take a look at them. Are they on your website yet, Phil? Oh, there's quite a few on here now. At least a few that are new that weren't there before. I like it. Anybody have any questions? Phil says, I do have a question, but I guess I'll email you that one soon regarding putting pages in the footer. Okay, great. Any other questions about anything else? Okay, yeah, the legal stuff, right. Oh, cool. One monetized and one informational. I like that. So I'm just going to update you all on what happened with the piece of content I added to Profit MBA since I just started that. Oops. So I put a YouTube video on YouTube called Back Up Your Autoresponder with this simple tool. And it didn't get that many views, but if you go over to YouTube, we can take a look. Let's see. Maybe I should just go to YouTube. Go to Video Manager. There's not a lot of, there's only a few videos on here. So basically, this Aweber versus Get response, outage down warning, it has 8 minutes long and it has 20 views so far, which isn't a lot. But with content and YouTube videos in general, it's still always going to be a numbers game. You can't, especially if you're just getting started. For me, it might not be as much of a numbers game because I know exactly what to do all the time. So maybe I don't need 100 articles on my side, maybe on my site. Maybe I would be okay with just 10, and then they would be 10 really, really, really good ones. And then I would promote those 10 articles with paid traffic. But when you're first getting started out and you're new to online business, the more content you create, the better you're going to be at it and the more money you're going to make. So it's not just to get a lot of traffic, is also to get better at it. Does that make sense? The layout's fine, Phil. There's nothing wrong with the layout. It looks decent. You could always test out different layouts, but you can't test out different layouts until you're getting thousands of visitors a month, because then that way you'll be able to see if there's a difference. But right now you can't do that until you're at that point. My site was pretty ugly for the first, what was it, 4 years of it, and I still made like $400,000 or $500,000 in those first 4 years. And then by the time I wanted to update it, I ended up selling it. So all right, Phil said he's going to keep adding content. Anybody else have any questions? Rich, you have any questions? Larry? And the reason I'm trying out this new system is because with this, what I can do is I can record the part where I want to teach on it, and then at the end I can answer questions live automatically. So that's what I like about it. But I haven't tried that part out yet, but we'll see. Just wanted to see how the live part works. It works with Google Hangouts. Any other questions? All right, Rich said he doesn't have any questions at this time. Anybody else? I'm going to show you how I actually advertise. I'm going to show myself setting up an actual Facebook campaign and a Bing AdWords campaign, pay-per-click, and also how to generate free traffic to your website over the next week or so. So there's going to be a lot of content coming your way, so just be prepared. I want to make sure everybody watches it though. So at the end of all of the videos, I'm going to answer questions live. So please try to be prepared. There'll be several different times you can choose to actually watch them. So should be fun. Is there anything anybody wants me to cover when I'm covering traffic? Any suggestions, any ideas? Anybody? All right, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to pull up the two advertising platforms that I'll use. One is Facebook, and the other is Microsoft Ad Center. So you just type in adcenter.microsoft.com. I haven't logged in here in so long. And if you don't have an account with them, you create an account. You can sign up right here if you don't have an account with them. Let me see if my login even works. Not letting me log in. Oh, it did. I snuck in. So these are all old ads that aren't running anymore. This was my weight loss ad I had running, or campaign, right? So every campaign you create, whether that be in Facebook, in Microsoft Ad Center, which is called Bing Ads, a campaign should be for one page or one website, right? So I have this weight loss campaign I created. So let's go to it. It's not live right now, but I'm going to show you how it worked. So I had an ad group in that campaign. One was called Flex Belt, and this is the one I made money on. I made the money on the Flex Belt one. Let me make this bigger so you can see it. I made money on the Flex Belt ad group and the Diet Solutions Program ad group. So let me show you the Flex Belt one first. I'll just click on Flex Belt. So again, this isn't running anymore. So with pay-per-click, what you have to decide is what your keywords are. So these are the keywords. And what that means is that when people are actually searching on Yahoo and Bing and Microsoft.com, when they search for something, that is when your ad shows up. So whatever keywords you choose, your ad will show up for those keywords. So what I try to do is I try to make sure that the keywords I choose are always products, services, and maybe even people that are products, you know, so somebody, a person or a celebrity could be providing a product, right? So basically, since you want to make sales online, you want to focus on people that are actually searching for products and then give them the information they need, and then some of them will buy that product. So this was a product called Flex Belt that people put around their abdominal area, and it gave a little electric charge, and it made your stomach muscles contract, and supposedly that would help you get a six-pack. It was a $200 product. So if somebody searched Yahoo for the word flexbelt.com or flexbelt, that's when my ad would show up. So what did my ad actually look like? We're looking at the keywords right now. Let's see my ad. This was my ad. It says, truth about FlexBelt, my experience with the FlexBelt, and FlexBeltReviewInc.com. FlexBelt Review Inc. is no longer active. It was active when this ad was running. And the reason it's no longer active is because I made $200 or so just with this one page. But let's see if I can actually see how much I spent on ads. Entire time. I'm just sorting by entire time to see what the costs were. So this is how my ad looked right here. So it said truth about FlexBelt, and what happened is the attorneys for the company FlexBelt, they didn't like me using their trademark, which was FlexBelt. So that was one of the reasons I stopped running it. So you do have to be careful with that. But I could have easily just taken those words out and still my ad would have shown up. I could have said the truth about ab belts, my experience with ab belts, and then people would have still clicked on my ad. So I didn't really have to use the name of the product in there. And then as far as costs, we'll go back up here to keywords. So I was bidding 30 cents a click. So anytime somebody would click on my ad, it would cost me 30 cents. So see if I can find the cost here. It's not showing it. It didn't cost a lot. It might have been like $50 and I made $200. So that's a good deal. So that's how you want to create your ads. I'm going to create a new one soon, but first I need to create some new content to put on my website, and then I'll show you how to create an ad for it for different types of content, both on Bing, Facebook, solo ads, whatever's working now, I'll show you how to use it for your business. So this is just a summary basically of Microsoft Bing. Just let me know what you think about it. Any questions? Yeah, you don't have to take notes. I'm going to go over this again. I'm just doing a summary right now, but I'm definitely going to show you how to do it and record it. I'm not even actually recording what I'm doing right now, but it is being recorded on, I think, Google Hangout. So that's one of the other reasons I'm using this tool, because everything is automatically recorded. Any other questions? All right, so I'll leave it open for questions. Any other questions? Rich said, will the recording be on Elite eCoach? It's going to be on Google Hangout, and then I'll email it to you. What happens is that a lot of times, sometimes I wouldn't record certain portions. That's why I'm using this new system, which will automatically record everything. So that's what I like about it. Larry said, that's a good question. How do you decide the click cost of 30 cents? Well, this is what I came up with a while ago. So basically, you know, the average conversion rate online, even if somebody wants to buy a product, is usually about 30 cents. I'm sorry, 1%. So that's the average conversion rate. Even if somebody wants to buy something. On Amazon, maybe it might be 5 or 10%. But on a regular website that we're used to dealing with is usually around 1%. So if you're selling a product or promoting a product where it costs $30 or you're going to make $30 for one sale, that would mean if you get 100 people to your website, it's going to cost you what's that going to cost? If you get 10 people to your website for 30 cents, it's going to cost you $3. Then 100 people is going to cost you $30. So basically, I always start out at 30 cents because I know if I set up my page right and it's a product that people were actually searching for, out of 100 people, I should get one sale if I do it right. So that way I'll never lose money when I'm advertising. So that's why I choose 30 cents. Now, obviously, if you were promoting a product where you make $300, then you can obviously do, $3 a click? And you get 100 visitors and you would still break even. The purpose is to not lose a lot of money when you're advertising. That's why I set my bids at the amounts I set them. Does that make sense? So for example, when I'm advertising on Facebook, if we go to manage ads right here, again, you can set up a Facebook account at facebook.com/ads. If I'm selling a product that's $100, I'm not going to make my cost per click more than $1. So here I am setting up a new Facebook ad. So what I would do is click Create Ad. I already have a page I want to send it to, which is a page they would have to opt into. And I would go to, but first let me go back and make sure I'm doing this right. So I have this campaign that's already here, but there's no ads in it. So I can create a ad for campaign, which is what I'm going to do right now, or I can create a new one. But I'm going to create one from scratch just so it's easy for everyone to see. I'm going to delete this one. So the first thing you do is go to this green button in the top right. Make that bigger so everybody can see it. So in the top right hand corner, it says Create Ad. All you need to do is click on Create. That's what I did. So now, what a lot of Facebook gurus tell you is to try and get people to like your fan page. Waste of time. You don't need to do that. But before I go any further, I'm going to record this part separately, actually, with my other system. So hold on one second. Let me see if I can get this going here. Okay. Let me pull it up. Give me a second. Let's see here. Okay, let me see if I can find this program on my computer. I believe it's called, I'll just use Camtasia. Okay, I'm at facebook.com. I'm going to show you how to create a Facebook ad. The first thing you need to do is set up an account. So you go to facebook.com/ads. And then after you set up an account, you'll be able to go, after you log in to your Facebook profile, there's a little button up here in the top right. It's like an arrow. You just click on that. It's an arrow that points down all the way in the top right-hand corner. Then you go to Manage Ads. And the next step is to just create an ad. In the top right-hand corner, again, there's a green button. And you click on Create Ad. And a lot of Facebook gurus say you should get likes to your fan page. We're thinking about just getting clicks to our website. So that's what we're going to do. I already have the page I want to send people to. I use lead pages to create it. Let me show you what it looks like. So it looks like this. Not the greatest page in the world, not the worst page in the world, but actually I'm going to test this one. Let me change it. Yeah, I'm going to use this one and see how that works. And when people opt in, they'll see a free video, then a sales video for a workshop that I charge $98 for. So I'll paste that link here. And then down here, you have to choose an image. I'm going to upload one that's on my desktop. I'll use that one, and I'll set up another one. So those are the two images I'm going to try. And how did I make these images? All I did was I typed these words in Microsoft Office, and then I took a picture of them, a screen capture of them with my computer. You can use something like Fast Stone Capture to do that. It's $20, and they give you a free trial, so you don't even have to pay for it. Next step. So this is how my ad would look. So I'm going to let my ad show up in all places: desktop news feed, mobile news feed, and right column. That means on the right side. Initially, that's what I'm going to do just to test it out. Then I'm going to come up with a headline: double your profit. You don't want to think forever about these headlines. You do want to spend a little bit of time on it. I'm just going to say double your profit, new system, new plan. Let's see if that works. Nope. Double your profit. I'll take out your double profit, new system. Let's see if that fits. New system protects your email list while doubling your profit. So see, it says it right there. New system protects your email list while doubling your profit. And so there's a little button you could choose here. I'm just going to choose no button because I don't want people clicking on things and then not actually doing it. So you don't need to choose that for now. I'm just setting up a simple ad. Show advanced options. Let's see. Newsfeed, link description. This system protects your autoresponder, your email list, while helping you double your profits at the same time. And then it says conversion tracking pixel. I don't have one for this. This is basically allows you to track how many people opt into your website. But I'm using lead pages, so lead pages will actually do that for me. And again, I'm trying to keep this as simple as possible. Initially, we can always change it later. Now, this is the important part. So right now it says custom audience, it says location, age, gender, language. I can leave all of that the way it is. I don't need to change any of that. The only thing I could change is custom audience, and I have a custom audience that I want to use, but in this video I'm creating a brand new type of ad. So it says you can search by behaviors, you can advertise to people by their behavior and by their interests. So like business and industry, what they like, their connections, says all. I can go to advanced. It says include people who are connected to enter page. So I have to find some fan pages or pages on Facebook that people are connected to do that, which takes a little bit more research. So initially you can start with interest. So what are people interested in? I can start with people that are interested in, like for example, there's one sales guru I follow. His name is Grant Cardone. I could put his name here. So people are interested in Grant Cardone. I could add that. And then it gives me other ideas down here. I could put people that are interested in Danny Johnson. But just think of all the sales gurus you know. I can put that down there. People that are interested in Brendan Burchard. He's another guru. I'm sure I'm spelling that wrong. So let me go to Google and find out how to spell the guy's name. Brendan Burchard. Okay, it's a O-N, not A-N. See? So I'm just going to copy that. And if you go to Facebook, you'll see his fan page. See, his page has 1 million likes. That's a lot of likes. So now let's go back to Facebook. I'll just paste that in there. Or just type it in. Here we go. So I have 3, Brendan Burchard, Danny Johnson, Grant Cardone, and on the right side it shows me my potential reach. Right now it says 580,000 people that are in the United States, which is pretty good. I'm not done yet. I could add more. I can add more. Let's see. I can add people that are interested in Infusionsoft since I use that software. People that are interested in GetResponse, right? Aweber. So now if we go to the right, I'm up to 700,000 for potential reach. I don't know if you could see that, but it's all the way on the right. So we go all the way to the right, go up. See, it says 700,000 people. That's a lot of people. I can put even a few more in here. So I have GetResponse, Aweber, There's a million other things I can put on here, but that's a good mix. Now I want to whittle it down a little bit by going to more demographics. This is what makes Facebook so amazing. I can search based on their income. So right now I have 700,000 people, but if I go to more demographics, based on their income, click on it again. So I can choose people that make 40,000, 50,000, 75,000, 100,000, and what else? There was one more, I think. So now that I did that, if I go back to the right side, it went down to 260,000 people, where at first it was 700,000 people. So I don't know how they get this information. It's probably not even 100% accurate, which it probably isn't. But by doing this, I can know it's targeting more of the real people. I could even delete the 40 to 50,000. Maybe people that make 40 to 50,000 won't buy my product. I have no idea, but I can take that off and see what happens, how many people it goes down to. It was just 260,000 or 250. Now it went down to 200,000. So let's just try that. So this is what my ad is going to be all about, and then I'm going to name my ad by changing the campaign. I'll call it the Cardone, Bouchard, D. Johnson, A. Weber, get response, right? Just so I know what it's all about. And then I'll call it autoresponder profit. And all ads, because I'm showing all the types of ads, and that's what it's going to be called. I'm going to copy that, hit save, and I'm going to put that name down here too. Paste, and then I'm going to set my budget at, what you usually want to do is start out at like $10 a day or $5 a day. I'm just going to put 100 just to see what happens, because I always stop it at like $10 if it's not doing well. That way you don't waste any money. And I'm going to put manual bid. It says suggested bid is 59 cents to $1.04, and then it suggested a bid of 79 cents for me. So I'll just leave it there. Then on the left side at the bottom, you just hit place order. So in about 15 minutes, we just created an ad on Facebook, and later we'll come back and see how it does. And I can even create a similar ad as well, but I will do that another time. All right, does that make sense, everybody? Does anybody have any questions about that? Hello, Lourdes, how are you? We're about to wrap up now, but I did record this segment, and it's going to be on Google Hangouts, and I'll send it to everybody. Does anybody have any questions before we wrap up? That's great to hear, Lourdes. Anybody have any questions before we wrap up? Got about 2 more minutes. Phil says, yes, it makes sense. Lourdes says, I think I have a question. Shoot, let me know. And Rich says, good stuff. All right, Lourdes, what's your question? Anybody else have a question? If you want to use Hangout, I mean, it's honestly, they make it more complicated than it should be. You could do Hangouts to even do affiliate promotions, talking about products. But if you're going to do that, I'd suggest just doing YouTube videos first, because Hangouts are live. So, but you can test out Hangouts as well, but I would do YouTube videos first before you do Hangouts. You can't log into your website, Lourdes? I'll make a video that shows you how to log in and add an affiliate link. All you need to do is just email me your ClickBank username again, and I will show you how to do it. Oh, to watch the recording, Phil, we're going to send you, I'll send you the links to the actual video. So you'll see the whole thing. You don't need to log into anything to watch it. All right, we're going to wrap up. Yes, I did see your list of products. I think I saw them, but I think I told you to make a list with actual product names. I didn't see the list after that, because some of the products on your list were not right. But I'm just going to make a training video specifically for you so you see exactly what I mean. I'll make that for you today. All right, so we're going to wrap up. Thanks for being on the call, everyone. Have a great day. If you have any other questions, make sure you send me an email.